Okay. So I grew up Catholic, and if you're Catholic, you know that repetition is a big thing. Mass church is always following the same pattern. It's kind of like a script where the priests have to say these specific things and we have to respond these specific things. Being Catholic also means doing certain sacrament like baptism or confirmation. I did both of them, but to this day, I don't really see the point of confirmation because, as far as I'm concerned, there's no one in the Bible that has been confirmed. So I don't really see the point of doing confirmation. Also, most importantly, doing the rosary. Again, I didn't know I was repeating the same thing for 50 times. And if you don't know me, in my family, every single night, especially Sunday, we have to sit down and do the rosary. For me, it was kind of having repetition. It was kind of pointless because no one was really paying attention. We didn't have this connection with God. Recently, I've learned that doing the rosary means praying to Mary, knowing that she's dead. And I know that the Bible warns us about praying to dead people. Anyway, so I did all of them, but I didn't have this connection with God. I didn't have this relationship with Him. It's so easy to say that I know God because I do this, I do this, I did this, but we are kind of missing the important part, which is having an intimate connection with God and know Him fully. Recently, I started reading the Bible. It's kind of crazy because there's like no mention of the rosary at all. So my question is, why are we doing the rosary if the Bible do not recommend that? If God do not support that, why are we praying to dead people, to Mary, when we are supposed to pray to God alone? That's kind of pointless for me. So Catholic people also treat object as if it has power on its own, like sprinkling. I don't know. This is a word. Sprinkle. I don't know. Sprinkling water over your house, or over people with holy water, or even creating certain items like bracelet, thinking that it's gonna protect us. It's kind of the equivalent of saying that if I don't get this, if I don't do this, I want to be protected. This practice can be transformed into adultery, which is where we believe that this thing gonna protect us instead of God alone. And again, the Bible warns us about adultery. Also, they idolize statue. I remember we had we were in church and the priest said that we had to bow down in front of this statue. For me, that was kind of pointless because why are we idolizing this statue? It is not God. Why are we worshiping this statue? This is not what the Bible calls us to do. We have to worship God alone. And before praying, we always have to do the sign of cross. This for a long time, I've always believed that we have to do the sign of cross before praying to God. And if you don't do that, well, God did not hear you, and that was kind of like pointless and unnecessary. Because if you want to pray to God, just be as you are, just there. I can just pray to God without doing any certain sign like sign of cross. We also have to confess our sin in front of a priest in order to repent, and that make people kind of think that if I want to repent, I have to go to someone, to the priest, instead of God alone. So for me, this is not like really good, a good practice to do. So yeah, that's kind of all. That's why there's a bunch of things that are not clicking in my mind, and I feel like that it is unnecessary in order to have a relationship with God, and they are not really encouraging people to have an intimate relationship before. They are so focused on the rules, the ritual of Catholicism, but we are missing the important part again. So that's why I don't want to be a Catholic anymore, and I lean towards being a non-denominational Christian. I hope it's the right word. Yep, that's it.